Crowd ready to go. So are we here in Newport Beach. Thrilled you're here. However you're watching, wherever you're watching,
ready for it.
as the best pickleball players in the world converge at this tennis and pickleball center. This is championship court where the best matches take place. And oh, did we ever have the best matches yesterday. Simone Jardim and Ben Johns, the undisputed #1 ranked mixed doubles team, about to take the court, and they'll take on the brother-sister duo of Riley and Lindsey Newman.
Okay.
Interesting to see how Simone responds to yesterday. She is so amazing, so incredible. She admittedly was not at her best. I expect her to really come out with a vengeance here in front of the cameras on championship court.
Yeah, there's nothing like taking a gold medal when you're not at your best.
Game one, time in,
Another day
0-2.
here on championship court. Simone Jardim serving to Riley Newman.
Ooh, point.
Riley almost pulling that one off. And a very happy Easter to all our pickleball fans out there tuning in. Drew,
1-0-2.
happy Easter Sunday to you as well. Thank you guys for joining us here today.
Point.
Into the net from Lindsey.
Tough drop there to handle out of the air.
2-0-2.
Nice. Feeling great. All our players out here looking fresh.
Side out.
Shot drive handled by Lindsey Newman. First side out of the match.
0-2-1.
Oh!
He stays. So good.
That shot is nearly impossible to return. Had that backspin on it, back to the net. Riley still manages to get there.
Yeah, it's
1-2-1.
extremely rare you see the ball bounce off the ground into the net. We've seen it 3 times just this weekend in 2 events.
Point.
2 days of events. Tie game here.
2-2-1.
Oh yeah, that's staying in. Riley all over it. Oh!
Second serve.
Mentioned too with Riley Newman, again, remind us, he'll use that double-handed grip on the paddle.
2-2-2.
Very few players use that here on championship court. Certainly works for him, and Lindsey does the same.
Yeah, they're 2 of the best at the two-handed wield. They use it to their advantage very well. You're gonna need all the tricks if you want to take down the Goliaths that are Ben Johns and Simone Jardim. There we are. Riley Newman and Goliath himself staying big.
Newman's out of the state of Washington.
3-2-2.
Coming south here to Newport Beach. This would be a
Side out.
monumental win for the pair, and what will it take, Rob? Simone
2-3-1.
just indestructible as a team. They're like the dream team of pickleball. Almost have to play perfect to try and get past them.
There's the word, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take perfection, or as close to that as you can get. And
Second
that
serve.
means, you know, having less, you know, unforced errors than your opponent. That's it, you know, less mistakes.
2-3-2.
You got to play perfect, or as close to it as you can. Ben Johns is the closest thing we have to it. Simone Jardim not too far behind them, and you know, this is also a battle of chemistries. Lindsey and Riley, being brother and sister, they have a fantastic chemistry on this court. Mind readers out there, and you know, Simone and Ben have really, you know, connected as well, and it shows.
3-2-1.
Here we go.
3-2 lead for the Newmans.
Oh yeah, big man. Lindsey's there. She's got it. Riley's all over it. Oh.
Second serve.
And the perfect placement shot from Ben to really steal that point from the Newmans there. Lindsey covering as much court as she could, then put that
3-2-2.
just inside the line.
Off of Simone that time. Of course, when it hits off a player, it does count as in.
She tried to sneak that down Riley Newman's sideline.
Point.
Riley Newman, you know, on top of things just as much as, you know, the Ben Johns standard itself. You know, Riley Newman really rivals what that Ben Johns standard is. He's the man for the job. Oh.
Side out.
Tough get from Newman.
If there is a player on the men's side that is most capable of clipping at the heels of Ben Johns,
2-4-1.
who would that guy be? Is it Riley Newman?
It's Riley Newman. It's Riley Newman. That's going to be, you know, the first of a few names that comes to my mind. He has,
Second serve.
to keep this conversation as short as possible, he has what it takes. He has what it takes.
Of course, we've been referencing our Franklin PPA
2-4-2.
player rankings throughout the weekend. Can't forget about players like Zane Navratil and Tyson McGuffin, but Zane more of a singles player, enjoys that just a little bit more.
Right, right.
4-2-1.
And, you know, Riley, while he has played singles in his career, he is certainly a doubles master. As I've stated in perhaps past tournaments, one of the best players on the move. His movement and hitting the ball while moving, he does not sacrifice precision while doing that. Look at that. Such confidence in those volleys. Lindsey Newman's patience here. Let's see if it perseveres. That ball's going to stay in.
Second serve.
She took a guess. She gave it a shot. You know, sometimes letting that ball go out is the same, you know, it's the same as attempting a winner attempt,
4-2-2.
you know, and that ball happened to stay in, and Lindsey missed her winner attempt there by trying to let that ball go. Still a great play nonetheless to have. Got to be able to let those out balls go out.
Side out.
Yeah, that's what Ben said at the last event in Utah. Says the most formidable weapon
2-4-1.
is just letting a ball go.
Extremely important, needs to be brought to the table. There it is. There it is. Lindsey Newman getting offensive. Oh.
Point.
Tough to stay under control during firefights.
Exactly. You really can't understate that. And, you know,
3-4-1.
just like we were kind of giving props to Riley Newman for doing just that. It's not easy. You want to be stable when you're striking the ball, for sure. Here we go. Lob is up. There's a switch. Lindsey, nice reset there. Lob is up. She's there. Riley gets involved and they take it. There it is, guys. This is a three-dimensional chess game we got going on here.
Saw a few days ago in the pickleball
3-4-2.
forum on Facebook that the lob shot had been outlawed. Of course, that was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah. Yes.
Point.
That is a good one.
Riley Newman, Ben Johns, two of the best. Dueling here on Championship
4-4-2.
Court. Coverage beginning from Newport Beach.
The Ernie look. Ball sails deep.
Side out.
Or long, more accurately spoken.
Nearly 900 players
4-4-1.
here in Newport Beach. Best of the best play here on Championship Court. And there's another beauty
serve.
by Simone. And just watching here early on, she is dialed in here today.
4-4-2. Side out.
Tough ball, a little flat-footed, taking that third. Like to say when, you know, kind of instructing or sharing the game, giving tips.
4-4-1.
On that third shot drop, arguably, you know, one of the most important shots in the game and one of the most difficult shots in the game. Really got to give it the effort it deserves.
Second serve. Four, 4-2.
Tie game here.
Oh, beauty, right down the middle.
A ghosted ball there. Ah, beautiful day for some pickleball, huh? Loving it here at Newport Beach. It's just perfect temperatures out here. 75, 76.
Nice breeze. Going after Lindsey Newman here, and then Riley comes up, takes care of assists for the point.
Big man staying big, Riley Newman.
5-4-1.
If there's anybody who knows Riley Newman, you know, better, it's Riley Newman himself, and he knows his game so well. There's no one out there that you see that he's afraid of or he fears out
serve.
there. And it shows that confidence is really essential as well to get the job done.
5-4-2.
5-4-2 here. Oh, again.
Body.
Point.
That ball's coming right at you, Rob. How do you get that paddle in the right spot? What's the most effective way of defending?
Yeah, and the best thing that Simone could have done was get out of the way. And, you know, easier said than done. Sometimes you can't get out of the way, and that's why it was such a great shot by Riley. But a body shot, essentially, if you will.
Side out.
She comes right back at him.
Yeah. She's got a hook of her own, huh? Pickleball's a unique game, you know. You got to play the chess, you know, but it's also a little bit of a boxing match, you know. You got to throw your blows, you got to dodge and whatnot. That's what makes this game so great.
So mental. Oh,
Lindsey, she's got it.
Crowd loving it.
The Newman scrap. She's there. That's up. Oh!
Oh!
No! Yes, what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take, and that's what they're best at. Fully capable. Such great resets by Lindsey Newman to let Riley do what he does. Unbelievable. Here we go.
Point had a little bit of everything.
Side out.
Not as long as the one we had last night, but almost as spectacular.
For sure, for sure. Duration,
6-4-1.
quality, variety. Nice job by Riley. Nice job. Lindsey looks to reset. Lindsey Newman, probably some of the best patience in the game. And then there's a little bit of oppressive fire from her, putting it away.
It's another thing, Rob, that makes this game so
Timeout's
unique.
called.
You could be
Receiving team
backed
the
up
first time out.
to your baseline.
Score, 7-4-1.
You're hammering away at the
1 minute.
kitchen. You're still in the point. The Newmans have come out red hot, here to start. 6-4, they lead game one in Newport Beach.
Hey, Benny boy. Top of the morning to ya. Do you know what time it is?
Simone, it's 7 a.m. What do you want?
It's 7 a.m. Come on, it's cocktail hour.
Really? Amateur.
Six 6-4, game number one here in Newport Beach. Lindsey and Riley
15
Newman.
seconds.
It's the crowd loving it here on Championship Court. Of course, Simone Jardim and Ben Johns, the undisputed #1 ranked team in the world of pickleball mixed doubles. But it takes more than just a good start. You've got to play well from start to finish. So many teams have come out
One
swinging
timeout
against
remaining.
Jardim and Johns.
Time in,
Just can't
7-4-1.
match the firepower the entire way. Can the Newmans do it here today?
The ball sailed
Second serve.
deep. It was a great timeout by Simone and Ben, really stopping that in their tracks, pushing them to second serve here.
7-4-2.
That drops high. Lindsey stays back and counters it with another reset. Beautiful play.
Point.
Ben Johns getting a little anxious, pulling the trigger into the net. Great shot by Lindsey. Great shots.
8-4-2.
The most we saw Jardim and Johns challenged was in Tampa. Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova going head-to-head with them in that final.
He's making Ben play that bounce. Ow!
Side out.
Ben Johns coming out the victor on that one.
4-8-1.
Down 4 here.
Point. Five, 8-1.
3-point game. Ball is out. Closing in, Simone Jardim and Ben Johns.
That
They've
ball
been
was
kind of
out.
turning the tide ever since
Point.
that timeout they called.
Yeah, great
Timeout's called by the
And
receiving
then
team.
a
Their first
response of a timeout of their own.
Score 6-8-1,
I like it.
1
I
minute.
like that. For those at home, you know, both sides get 2 timeouts per game, and our players out here are utilizing them well here. We'll be right back after this short break.
Jardim.
Jardim.
Jardine.
Simone Jardim.
Simone Jardim.
Simone Jardim. Esses gringos não sabem falar teu nome, não?
Ah, tu não tem noção das coisas que eu escuto. Jardim, Jardim.
Jardim. I knew I heard it. I got it. Simone Jardim. I don't know how she doesn't know how to say her name.
8-6 the score. Jardim and Johns trying to come back here, game number 1 against the Newmans. Drew Felios, Rob Cassidy, Hannah Johns will be with us later.
Heck yeah, Drew.
1 timeout remaining, 1 timeout
And another
remaining.
happy Easter out there to all our viewers tuning
Time
in,
in.
pickleball fans across the
6-8-1.
country and the world. Thank you guys for joining us here. Here we go. 2-point game.
Second
There
serve.
it is.
Another effective timeout.
Yeah, that timeout rebuttal stopping their momentum in its tracks, pushing them to
6-8-2.
second serve. Can't take them with you, folks. They can pull that side out here. That would be huge. Nice patience from Lindsey there. Oh. Oh. Looks for the sneak.
Oh, wow.
He's got a collar on it. Great patience from Lindsey. Simone up on that line looking for it. So riding the corner there. Giving Ben all his space. Lindsey, Ernie look. Oh, and he pulls way too wide. That is it right there. That is it.
Good as it gets on that point.
7-8-2.
You can't see the chess match that occurs in these points, folks. The avoidance of Ben Johns and Riley Newman. And at the end of the point, you know, that's where the checkmate is made. Oh, he really had to lift that one, huh? Drives.
Oh.
Oh!
Point.
The reaction of Ben Johns right there is what makes him so great.
8-8-2.
That's some great reaction time from the one and only Ben Johns. There it is. Right there, Drew. That's one of the other weapons that Lindsey Newman has in her arsenal, is that it's a little bit of a jab, you know, like just kind of, you know, something that you can't counter, you can't do much
8-8-1.
with, and, you know, that little bit of an off speed, that jab is really effective.
Oh.
And that was out. We have to do it again.
Big point here.
Simone covering her 1/10 of the court. Off the net. Handled by Lindsey. Oh, there's the jab.
A little wide.
Ball's just out.
8-8-2.
Overturned, called down the middle.
Okay.
Or called by the umpire there, okay. And the knockout blow from Riley Newman. Let's take a look.
9-8-2.
Yeah, if Lindsey's the jab, Riley Newman is certainly the knockout blow.
Lindsey under fire.
Such a great drop. Lindsey's there with the hustle. Gives Ben nothing, but something she can counter. Such a great point. This is so great. If you're not a fan yet, the Newman clan in the house. Just bringing pickleball to the next level. So good. one of the most important parts of pickleball that's not talked about as much as that creativity aspect. You know, the art form that is.
Game point.
And that's going to do it for game one. In the books. Well executed. Beautiful play from Lindsey and Riley.
Well, the Newmans have arrived, leading for most of this first game, and here is the final point of game one.
Slice return from Ben. Simone swings to Riley. Couple Ernie slaps from Ben, but handled with ease by Riley Newman. The drop shot, Lindsey's all over it with her good strides. And then once again, that knockout blow coming from Riley Newman. Fantastic. Keep the fire going here going into game two, guys. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Thanks for tuning in.
When I step onto the court, I get a burst of adrenaline. That adrenaline makes me focus, and that focus helps me win.
I love looking out and seeing my teammates standing there, supporting me, cheering me on.
People always ask me, what do you want out of a pickleball brand? For me, it's simple: performance products and support.
Performance is a head game.
Back here on championship court and ready for game number two. Lindsey and Riley Newman, 11-8 over Jardim and Johns. Thrilled you're here. Final day of the
Game two, time in, 0-0-2.
Newport Beach double shootout. Crowd erupting, anticipating a possible upset. Again, lots of pickleball to play. Ben Johns hits that one off of Lindsey for the point.
It's a great game one in the books. They got it under their belt. We're on to game two. You know, it takes more than just that. There's a reason why it's a best of three in pickleball. 11-8 is a solid win. Oh, ball just wide, just wide.
Do you feel like now that we are in the month of April, this is the 4th PPA event, that some of the players sort of able to raise their level, go to maybe a level that maybe wasn't there, perhaps in Phoenix or even Tampa?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when the best in the world is playing against each other, you know, on any amount of frequency, everyone's going to get better and better. Wow.
How about this? Wow. Simone getting the better of that exchange. How do you think the pandemic affected the pickleball world? Did it set a lot of players back?
2-0-1.
Nice. You know, I'm sure there's some certain instances where there were some setbacks for some players, weren't able to get out, weren't able to practice the way they would have liked to. but a lot of people that I know really were able to dedicate themselves that much more off-court training and stuff like that, and really applying that to their game and getting better because of it.
3-0-1.
A lot of people were able to excel their game over the course of the shutdown pandemic phase.
Point.
And in terms of the
Timeout
growth of the
called by
sport,
the
you know, it
CB
stunted
team,
it
they're
in a lot of
first.
ways as well.
4-0-1, 1
and do
minute.
some teaching and spreading the game internationally. It got canceled, but a lot of people who didn't have any activities and nothing to do, pickleball was the only source of outdoor activity that they could do, and a lot of people were introduced to the game in that way. So we got a quick break here as we come back to game one, getting opened up here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be right back.
Girls, I love being a girl. I love to play. I love to inspire, and I love to have fun. So you go girl. Go play. Go inspire. Go have fun. Because it's fun to be you. It's fun to play. It's fun to inspire. And it's fun to feel good.
Quick start here in game two for Simone and Ben. 4-0.
One time
Leading
out
the
remaining.
Newmans. Lindsey
Time
and
in. 4-0-1.
Riley took game number one. See if the timeout pays off. Ben Johns picks
Point.
up right where he left off.
5-0-1.
Oh, another dime from Ben.
Yeah, he's looking very comfortable out there, very long as well.
6-0-1.
Really a force on that side of the net right now. Love Simone's drop. Unloading on Lindsey, and she's able to handle it. Ben able to handle Riley with a head shake. He says, no. That does not work on me.
7-0-1.
7-0. Much different, different game going on here than game one. Bernie follows it up.
Oh. Look out.
No.
Oh. Oh.
The lob. Huge overhead from Ben.
Point.
Crowd loves it here at Newport Beach. Ben Johns. What else can you say?
Taking over. Ill-advised, as Ben Johns has quite the overhead.
Timeout called
Little timeout action
by the
here.
CB team.
As
Scores 8-0-1, 1
looking to
minute.
rebound here for Team Newman's.
Well, that's what the #1 ranked mixed doubles team will do to you. Just when you start feeling good, they lead 8-0. Game two here in Newport Beach.
I can't believe it. Ben didn't clean the whiteboard.
We miss our guy Patrick Sullivan here in Newport Beach, recovering from a little dose of COVID. Patrick, hope you're recovering well. See you soon. Ben
more
Johns
timeouts
taking
on this
his
side.
game to the next level here in
Time
game
in.
two.
8-0-1.
And what that level is, other players certainly trying to match it.
Point.
Blistering ball. Perfect placement.
9-0-1.
Nice shot.
Second serve.
9-0-2 from our
9-0-2.
Franklin rankings. #1 ranked mixed doubles team. Simone Jardim, Ben Johns, respectively. Beautiful lob.
Side out.
It's big stuff. It's always tense in a hand battle between Riley and Ben. You know, like so much happens so quickly. It's
0-9-1. Point.
nice topspin drive from Riley. He looks very comfortable with that two-handed drive.
1-9-1.
And that's the first point here in game 2 from the Newmans.
Second serve.
It just shows you, just when you start feeling good about yourself, Jardim and Johns
1-9-2.
really flex their muscle.
Side out.
You know, outside of decision making, you know, the thing about pickleball, the prior point holds no bearing on the next point. You know, it's you start fresh
9-1-1.
every point. Doesn't carry over. You're there. Oh, the around the post. Way deep.
Missed it.
Point.
Riley loves to improvise out there. He loves those creative outlets, things like that.
10-1-1.
Ball off the net there. He's really looking for that around the post there. Ben puts a paddle on it.
Second serve.
Decides to stay for the slap shot, but puts it down deep.
Second
10-1-2.
serve here. Likely headed to a third game here on championship court. Had a big upset
Point
yesterday in women's doubles with Simone
3
and
minutes
Lucy
will switch
challenged.
in.
Callie Smith, Catherine Parento defeated them before Jardim and Kovalova came back and claimed the championship. But we are going to a decisive third game. Just too much Jardim and Johns here in game number 2. Top men's and women's players on the single scene teaming for the best mixed doubles team as well. Back to Newport Beach for game 3 in a moment.
Paddle is the V520. It's more of a control paddle, which is great for my game because I'm certainly known as more of a defensive player, but it's still great for hitting a hard serve and drive the ball well. From the transition area and from the kitchen, go ahead and drive it at me. I'm ready to block it into the kitchen. I can roll it, or I can slice it. Either way, I feel like it's gonna go in. With the soft feel of the paddle, I can dink all day. So go ahead and try it out, dink me.
When I step onto the court, I get a burst of adrenaline. That adrenaline makes me focus, and that focus helps me win.
I love looking out and seeing my teammates standing there, supporting me, cheering me on.
People always ask me, what do you want out of a pickleball brand? For me, it's simple: performance products and support.
Performance is a head game.
Pickleball cocktail. Can't wait to try it.
Cheers.
That is delicious. That's wonderful.
Wow, that is really good.
Orangey tasticness.
That is absolutely awesome.
Way better than bananas.
Oh, that's nice. Not too sweet.
Real orange flavor.
Tastes just like Tang. Sugar-free, no extra calories.
This is a cocktail you should drink at 6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Cheers.
Well, here's the story, folks. Top mixed doubles team going to game 3 with the Newmans, Lindsey and Riley. Championship court buzzing right now here at the Tennis and Pickleball Center at Newport Beach.
First team 6
What
will
did
switch
Simone and Ben do differently in game 2 because they simply dominated 11-1?
Game 3.
Well, just
time
like
in.
my
0-0-2.
good friend Patrick Sullivan observed, Ben John shifted it into a new gear. He's got those gears. He's in another gear now, and he's taking care of business. And you know, it was a much shorter game, and they really reduced the unforced errors on their side of the net. we are on a very calculated point in this game 3. The lob is up.
Oh.
Side out.
That's a good game, good first point right there.
0-0-1.
All players are playing smart now. You know, they felt each other out. The respect is there. Know what they can get away with and what they can't get away with.
Just too tough.
Second serve. Zero, 0-2.
Here's that drop. Ben Johns moves so well. Take a look at that footwork during these dink rallies.
Got away from Riley that time. A little upset at himself.
0-0-1.
Simone Jardim, originally from Brazil.
Second serve.
College tennis coach as well. So the grind of pickleball these days.
0-0-2.
Experience the grind of coaching and recruiting.
Oh, trickler there off the net. The Ernie look. She's back into position. Hand battle into the reset.
Seen some incredible points so far. Here's another.
No ATP. Ben pulls the trigger. Looking for Lindsey to give something up. She's refusing. So good. Ben John's trying to weave a web there and try to trick Lindsey into doing something with that ball, and just her ability to relentlessly give nothing there. That's how you take down giants.
Not easy to come back when you've been defeated 11-1 in a game.
0-0-2.
Like you said, last point doesn't matter. Get the mind right.
Right.
Reset.
Nice.
Trouble.
Keeps it in play. Riley with the drop. Lindsey closes in.
Good defense.
Oh, she swings a little much, a little too linear there.
Ugh.
They were really working it, but that's a marathon of a point right there.
0-0-1.
Still scoreless.
Yeah, Simone with the angle. You know, those points where they got you running all over the court, that's when the, the cardio factor starts stepping in. You know, those, you can get winded from a previous point and it might affect you on the next one if you're still, you know, huffing and puffing from the previous point.
Point.
There it is.
Another way that timeouts could be utilized is essentially to catch your breath.
I've had some
2-0-1.
long points here to start this third game.
Nice play by Lindsey.
And do you make that sort of a strategy knowing, okay, you've been in so many firefights, you've covered so much ground, let's try and take some chances here and a few points moving forward. Does that become part of the game plan?
To make the points a little quicker?
Yes.
It can be. It's unfortunate if your lack of endurance causes you to change your game plan, you know. But yeah, you know, you might want to make points quicker if you need to make that type of adjustment, but you don't want your lack of endurance to cause that.
3-0-2.
3-0-2 here. We have an incoming pro tip of the day I'm going to share with you guys here. You know, when you serve, when the referee calls the score, you actually have 10 seconds before you serve. So as opposed to the option of maybe calling a timeout to catch your breath, you can actually utilize, say, maybe 7, 8 of those seconds before you serve to catch your breath. And you know, 7 seconds might not feel like that long of a time, but essentially it's 1/6 of a timeout, and
0-3-2.
you know, it's kind of an eternity when you're standing there with the ball for 8 seconds, catching your breath.
Oh, that's in.
Point.
Good shot by Riley.
And there's a pro tip from Riley, you know, utilizing the net very well there. So recap, according to the
1-3-2.
rules, when the referee calls the score, you have 10 seconds between when he calls the score and when you need to serve. So you can definitely utilize those seconds to catch your breath. How about that?
Good stuff. From Pickleball Pro
2-3-2.
Rob Cassidy here on Championship Court. 3-2. Newman's trying to hang in here with the best mixed doubles team in the world. And was that in? I believe it was.
Yes, yes, that ball was in. That was a beautiful poach by Riley Newman.
3-3-2.
Oh my goodness, 3-3, game 3.
Side out.
Talked about Simone and her coaching days
3-3-1.
at Michigan State. That is what's so amazing just about her career. To do that, be a coach for that long, and to come back and be a world-class athlete. Just incredible.
Point.
Tough miss by Lindsey. Looks like they were switching it up as Riley was on the other side of the court.
She made a funny comment
4-3-1.
yesterday to Hannah Johns, saying, yeah, today I look like a 41-year-old.
Point.
There's Ben Johns, and of course, 41, sometimes the new 31. What about what Tom Brady is doing right now in the NFL?
I'm 31, and Simone's only about 4 or 5 years older than me.
5-3-1.
So she's doing just fine. Nice Ernie setup. The knockout blow.
Finally.
Great combination from Lindsey and Riley there. 2-point game. Coming down to it here, Drew.
Yes, you are. You do. 5-3-2.
Newman's take a deep breath here.
Nice deep ball there. Oof, good drop from the one and only Ben Johns. Follows it up with another. Oh!
Side out.
There it is. We are just like teetering on perfection here, and that's it. That's the make or break.
3-5-1.
Here's the pointer. Yeah, point earlier from Lindsey Newman, setting up Riley Newman very nicely. One for the books for sure. Lindsey with a nice drop already as they take the net here. Looking to tie it up. Oh. Ball is high, keeps her patience. Riley Newman.
Oh.
Second
Not
serve.
so much.
Long once again. Second serve here.
3-5-2.
Deep serve, deeper return. And John's brushing him off the kitchen line. Lindsey Newman sneaking in.
Oh.
Side out.
And they make it look so easy, folks. You know, 30 drop shots in a row like that. That is not an easy shot. Like we said earlier, like we mentioned earlier,
5-3-1.
arguably the most difficult and most important shot in the game. And these pros make that shot look easy.
Second
And
serve.
there it is, proof right there. It's not as easy as one might think. Pushing him to second serve. 2-point game.
5-3-2.
Game 3.
Oh.
Point.
Too much
Score
Ben that time.
6-3-2. We're going to switch
And that'll
ends 1
take us
minute.
now to switching sides. Here is Jardim and Johns leading Lindsey and Riley Newman. Game 3 here at the Newport Beach Doubles Pro.
Hey, Katie, could you pass me the creamer?
Why don't you just come into the kitchen and get the creamer?
I can't come in the kitchen.
Sure you can.
No, I really can't.
You can come into the kitchen as long as you don't hit the ball out of the air.
All right. That's why I stay out of kitchens.
Welcome back here, Championship Court, Newport Beach doubles shootout. Jardim and Jans conceding the first game to Lindsey and Riley Newman.
Yes.
But then coming back strong in game 2, and now they lead 5-3 in game 3.
Yeah, Ben Johns and Simone Jardim have really been able to find a groove here towards the end of this match.
6-3-2.
Lindsey and Riley are going to need to keep up the intensity if they want to stay in this. Oh, yeah.
Side out.
This is when the best players are at their best. Not going to make many errors like that.
That's a dynamic point. You see Simone Jardim defending her
3-6-1.
sideline with her backhand. That's how far over she is. More comfortable defending with that backhand. Oh, the big swing and countered from Ben Johns. So good.
Does anybody stand under fire better than Ben Johns in men's game?
I can't say that there is.
3-6-2.
His hand speed matched with his pickleball IQ and placement. It's the gold standard. As is Lindsey's resets are the gold standard here.
Wow.
Unreal.
Oh, no.
The Ernie. The big smash.
Oh!
Side out.
Newmans have to be exhausted, Rob. I mean, that was absolutely breathtaking.
Electric point. All the hair standing up on end on that one. That was awesome.
Under the firing squad, courtesy of Ben Johns.
Lindsey pulls the trigger, and he lets the ball sail deep. Too deep. Ball was long.
Second serve.
Second serve.
6-3-2.
3-point game. These are the points we would expect, folks. Lindsey and Riley finding that fire.
Oh, beautiful.
Point.
Ben Johns, as far as knowing where that open space is and anticipating it, nobody does it better.
That's the problem. You know, you think you have an opportunity against Simone and Ben Johns, but
7-3-2.
you don't. It's not there. It's not the ball. Beautiful drop from Ben. Lays off the Ernie.
Side
There
out.
it is.
Much needed side out here.
Absolutely.
3-7-1.
Probably should have
Second
laid
serve.
off it there, Rob. Instead, Lindsey took the bait.
You know, I'd love to take a Newman camp, a
3-7-2.
Lindsey Newman camp on those resets. And if you're looking to get better at home, you certainly can. Take a clinic with the best, Lindsey and Riley Newman. Great instructors.
Oh,
Side out.
once again, Ben on top of the kitchen. Have to mention also, in duels like this, matches like this, the crowd
7-3-1.
tends, Rob, to kind of side towards that underdog.
Right.
Newmans have a little bit of an edge here, but you can tell
Yeah.
Ben and Simone used to it.
It's a crazy day when Lindsey and Riley are the underdogs, that's for sure. Ernie of her own. Handled by Lindsey. painting lines, but Ben Johns gets back
Point.
to defend. She's really trying to punish Ben on that sideline, and Ben is just,
Timeout.
he's there and ready.
Receiving team. Score 8-3-1.
Timeout.
First timeout.
On the court, 8-3. Jardim and Johns have taken the Newman's best shot and now closing in on advancing.
Oh, man, my mouse battery's dead again.
I got you.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
Man, I'm still hungry. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Ben.
Oh, cramp.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man.
Here you go.
Pickleball cocktail.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
Oh, man.
I got it. There you go.
Thanks, Ben.
Ben Johns ready to serve. 8-3.
Time in.
Johns and
8-3-1.
Jardim over Lindsey and Riley Newman. Championship court at the Newport Beach double shootout.
Second serve.
Effective timeout for the Newmans. Second serve coming up.
8-3-2. Side out.
Riley really able to hold that till the very last second to give no indication and just fire.
3-8-1.
Just giving Ben minimal amount of time as possible to handle that shot.
A little
Second
short
serve.
on the return. Simone stepping up, going right after Riley.
3-8-2.
Got to take advantage of these side outs, Rob.
Absolutely. Nice, smooth, calculated, and technical from here on out. Nice drive from Riley. Balls high. Ooh, out of the air as they're allowed to take the net. Fires again, sets himself up for the put away off the body of Ben Johns. Riley Newman-esque. So good.
Big smile from the big fella also following the point. He's having fun.
4-8-2.
Simone spending most of her time beyond the sideline here. Ernie position, Rob. A little different
Side
for
out.
her to make as much of a living over there as she is right now.
Yeah, no, you know, they're on the same page there, absolutely, and she's taking care of she's doing her job, and she knows that, and Ben needs
8-4-1.
that, you know, so that's great teamwork, period.
Point.
Go wide. Now 9-4.
9-4-1.
Simone Jardim, also an instructor, has some great clinics and insights to the game that you can pick up on as well. If you ever get the chance, it's highly recommended.
Oh.
Riley Newman swinging away.
What does he have to do? What does he have to do? Just incredible from the two best in the game.
And there's that, you know, that quote-unquote third shot drop you know, coming back way late in the point there. You know, it's not just a third shot drop. That shot is so important.
Match point here.
And there it is. Great match. Riley Newman showing his respect. That's enough for him. They're not done yet. You can see that team come back. We got a bunch of teams still left here as it's narrowing down, however. Little drop here. Ben John swings it to the middle. Ben deceitfully swings it to that sideline for match. So good. Very well played. Way to come back after that game one and still take this match down.
That second and third game, as good as Simone and Ben are, that's the best I think I've seen them ever lock in and play those big points when they needed them.